Hi guys, long time no see. I just want to do a quick check-in because once again, got a couple messages. Hey, like what's going on? What's going on? Because I usually highlight like maybe once a month, but it's been maybe 2, 3 months. I don't even know. So real quick, just still subbing. I did have some health stuff with my back, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. So I'm getting ready to go back subbing. I work for 2 districts, and I'm about to work for a third now. I just did a little, not an interview, but they're doing like, was it like a hiring orientation type thing, which I've already done all that before. So the area that I work at now, I'm gonna be working for that district as well because a lot of schools are right nearby. One of the districts I work for, because I moved out here, it's a little bit farther away, so I'd rather be closer to the schools than farther, obviously. You know, car wise, gas wise, the whole thing. So now I'm gonna be subbing for 3 different districts, which is good because I should be doing my internship or at least student teaching, hopefully internship, the beginning of next year. So I'll be able to have 3 different districts to choose from. Most likely it'll be the district that I'm working for here, the new one, because they are looking for interns, so that works out well. You know, just get my name out there. That's the good thing about working about different districts. If you sub, that's a word of advice, work for at least 2 districts, just so there's more options. And also, if you are trying to teach, your name's out there at 2 different districts. So I would check that out. Also, I just finished up a summer job. The only negative about that is that I was told it was the whole summer. I just worked the last 2 weeks, which is fine. Got my toes in the deep end again with elementary school. Dipped my toes in that. It was a science program. It's called Creative Brain Learning. So basically, the students, they did like rockets, they did paper airplanes. We did that over the course of the last 2 weeks of the program. The program was 5 weeks. I did the last 2 weeks, and I was at elementary school, and it was really fun. It was we had 3 45-minute sessions. Cool girls that I work with. And the kids were nice for the most part. Staff was nice. So it was just a really fun, positive program. Again, you know, getting my name out there at different districts. It was a different district that I hadn't worked for before. So, you know, just kind of, again, it's a good thing when you work with kids. And if you're trying to teach or whatever, just kind of dip your toes into different things so you get that experience in. You know, I have almost, next year will be 20 years experience as an aide, sub, after school program, summer program, that type of thing. So it's good to get your name out there. So anyway, finished that last week. I'm busy with school. Right now I'm taking a world history class. As I mentioned before, if you've been following my page, this has been a long journey. So I originally did the teacher credential program single subject, which is 7th through 12th. I did that 10 years ago, and I'm trying to be a history teacher, but a bunch of us had trouble passing the CSET, which is the California teacher credential. A lot of people were having trouble passing. So what they're doing now is, because so many people can't pass, they're going over college transcripts, or you could take at the community college. So I reapplied for my community college I took 20 plus years ago. I'm taking world history now. I'm about to take California history in August. And then I might have to take like government or something like that. And that'll cover my CSET. So instead of taking the test 20,000 times, I'm taking the history classes. But the positive is that I'm getting like a refresher course. I haven't had a history class in like 20 years. I think it's 22 years. So it's good to have a refresher course. So I'm doing that. I previously took a history class that was in person. That was a 7-week class for my other teacher credential, which is multiple subjects. That's K through 8. So I previously took a literacy class that was in March, and now I took a history class. So it's about how to teach kids in the elementary and early middle school level how to learn history and also accurate history. So we're reading this book that really told the accurate history of the United States. Really good book. I forgot to get the name of it. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that class because, like I said, I am trying to teach history. And that was really good to get all the resources, and we did presentations and everything. So that was all really good class. I really enjoyed it. So like I said, after this world history class, I'm taking California history. And then in between that, I have my last 7-week class for multiple subjects. And again, as I mentioned earlier, I don't have to take the CSET for multiple subjects because I have a teacher credential in, I'm not a teacher credential. I have a bachelor's degree in liberal arts. So that covers the multiple subject CSET, which is like huge news. And I mentioned that before months ago. So yeah, just busy with school. Work was on the slow end because, as I mentioned before, I had the arthritis issue. I had cortisone shots in my knees, so my knees have been really good the past couple weeks. And then the back issues, I had an MRI done. Just got the diagnosis for that. I had an X-ray a few weeks ago. They said it basically have a pinched nerve in my back. The crazy thing is, when I got the cortisone shot in my knee, my back automatically felt better. So I don't know if the medicine went up to my back. I don't know, but it felt better. And then I had an MRI done. I've had about 10 plus appointments since the end of February, by the way. A lot of people messaging me about their advice. They're like, hey, I get the cortisone shot, or oh, my husband's going through the same thing. So it's good to like get stuff out there and then people come to you with advice. That's great. So at the diagnosis, I have disc bulges. So I need to figure out what the game plan is with that. I had a couple of physical therapy sessions. I haven't done the physical therapy because my back and knees feel decent. So yeah, so I haven't really needed to do that. Basically, it's just taking aspirin, doing stretches, that type of thing. But it only goes so far. The cortisone shots definitely worked. I might have to get an injection in my back, whatever I need to do, because when the school year starts, I need to be able to walk across campus and not be limping and not be like, okay, I gotta take a break. So that's a big deal. So let me see. Yeah, just busy subbing, still doing massage a little here and there, busy with school. So it's just the same old thing, same stuff. So the end of the school year, that at the end of this year will be a big deal because, like I said, I should be interning around February. If not, worst case scenario, student teaching, which I really don't want to do. I have, like I said, I have almost 20 years experience working in the schools. Student teaching is more for like people that are new in the schools and they don't really know their way around. I can intern since I have the experience. So yeah, that was about it. The place I'm living at, that's well, the health stuff that has been a stressor, but that's life and things are getting better. We're getting diagnosis and stuff like that, so that's good. People who message me, thank you, I appreciate that. And school is, well, I'm almost done with this world history class I got this week and next week. I have a month off of school before I start the California history and then my last multiple subjects class. So I'm maybe like intertwining two different programs. That will start in October. I'm starting a third district. So that will be good. Again, getting my name out there for any internship opportunities. That's all good. One last thing before I go. I've heard this and other people have heard this that I know. Sometimes we go on here and we vent because, if you follow my page, I've had this page almost 20 years. I've had concert stuff. I've had stuff when I was a sub the first time, stuff when I was an aide. A lot of my stuff is ESL teaching from back, ooh, 5 to 7 years ago, ESL teaching, because we have the teaching community. We all talk and we vent and stuff like that. If you're someone who wants social media highlights, this isn't the page. I've had people that I know who vent and they'll get like kind of nasty messages like, oh my God, you're negative. Oh, what a Debbie Downer. Oh, all you do is complain. That's real life. So it's sad that I see friends of mine saying, oh, I'm sorry, I have to vent. I'm so sorry if I'm negative. It's like, no, you need to vent. The teaching community, we all talk about stuff that's going on, stuff that we have to deal with. That's not complaining, it's just venting. And you have the teaching community that knows what you're going through. As a sub, in an ESL teacher, I talk to different ESL teachers as a sub. I'm on like the Reddit page. We all talk about stuff that we're going through. We have to have that community. So I just had to say that because I kind of had a rude message recently, which I just laughed off. And then I had other people that I know, they had rude messages, especially some of the teachers, like they'll vent about stuff. Oh, well then why are you teaching then? Oh, why are you being negative? It's like, that's real life. Real life, if you want a social media highlight where everything's positive and flowery, then go to that page where people are fake. I always appreciate when people are keeping it real and saying, hey, this is what's going on, whether it's in their family, real life, teaching, ESL teaching, the whole thing. My page is about real life, what's going on teaching health wise. Like I mentioned, I talked about my health stuff and I had people that reached out. I talked about my blood clot stuff. I had people who reached out. Oh, I've been through the same thing. Or, oh, thanks for showing me the symptoms. I appreciate that. If you want a flowery fake page, then that's not my one of my pages. So if you want to leave like a little snippy comment about, I won't mention what the person said, but they're just making a snippy comment about me being negative. I'm not negative, I'm real. So again, if you want fakeness, go to those little Instagram pages where everything's cutesy and flowery. I don't do that. I share the good, the bad, And I don't share everything, by the way. There's a lot of stuff that people don't know about. I don't share everything, but I share the good, bad, ugly. Um, yeah, and that's it. Again, if you want a flowery page, this isn't it. I keep things real, keep things 100. So that's it. You guys are doing well, great. Also, I keep hearing stuff about ESL about people going back to VIP Kid. If you're doing that, let me know. I might do that, but I'm not sure. I'm seeing more and more posts about VIP Kid. I know they stopped having international teachers, meaning like American and other, outside China. So I stopped doing that like 2021 ish, or maybe even 2022. I like canceled my account. Oh, I didn't renew my contract. That's what I should be saying. So if anyone's going back to ESL teaching, let me know. I might be doing that. I'm not sure. Because I'm busy with school and going back subbing and the whole thing. So let me know about that. So that's it. Hope everyone's doing well. And I'll talk to you guys maybe in a few weeks. I'll see how it goes.